What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about carb cycling. What is it? When should you use it? Who should use it? I think that's about it. Let's get into today's video. So let's talk carb cycling. So I've been training for a decade as of this year. So I started when I was 17 years old. I'm 27 years old. And for the first 7 years in my fitness journey, more so bodybuilding style training, body recomp changes, there wasn't a lot of talk, at least that I heard, about carb cycling. And I've seen in the last 3 years really more talk start to drip out on the social media platforms, on forums, on the research websites. So let's get into carb cycling. This is also something that's been asked quite a bit in my coaching program, the Sustainable Transformation Blueprint, from my clients. So it warrants speaking about. So carb cycling, as I'm sure you would imagine, is varying the amount of carbs you take in during the week. And a standard procedure with this is having low carbohydrate days and then a high carbohydrate day or a couple high carbohydrate days. Personally, on this contest prep that I'm documenting right now for my competition on July 20th, I have recently implemented with my coach a 5 low day and then 2 high days carbohydrates. So the next order of business is something very serious. We are getting all you can eat sushi. Out of my 260 carbs I can take in per day on this cut, I saved 230 carbs for this. I've been low carb all day. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Just look at my parking job. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah,
that carb.
That's good. But why do we do carb cycling in the first place? You might be like, what is the benefit of doing this? So this is for people who are looking to lose fat. If you're in a surplus, if you're in a bulk, if you're in a caloric surplus, eating more calories than your body needs to stay the same weight, the carb cycling benefits aren't quite as much there as if you are in a fat loss phase. So if you're looking to lose fat, if you're looking down at your stomach right now, you're like, I need to do some work, you may want to perk your ears up a little bit because this is for you. So carb cycling, as I said, it's having low carbohydrate days married with some high carbohydrate days. And the purpose of this is fairly simple. When we are dieting, we are in a caloric deficit. We are burning fat off of our body. And to do that, we need to be taking in less calories than our body ideally wants. And with that comes having less carbohydrates than our body ideally wants. And what comes with that is over time, as you diet weeks over weeks over weeks, your metabolism can start to take a hit, your mood can start to take a hit, your energy levels, and it's because carbohydrates go to refuel the glycogen in our muscle. It's our body's preferred source of energy, and we're not giving that muscle the amount of energy that it wants to be able to perform in everyday life, in the gym.
Oh, what's going on here? Tough decisions. What are you going with?
I just get a little aroused when I start thinking about sushi.
Take it all.
Thinking spicy tuna. I'm a plain Jane spicy tuna, but if we can have some avocado in there.
What do you think about that?
Everything. Take one of each.
So how do we combat that? Well, we can introduce high carbohydrate days, which what happens is we essentially, here's what we'll do. I'll put my low carb days over here, and I'll put my high carb days over here. So you can see on my low days, I'm taking in about 230 grams of carbs. Now, I'm early in my contest prep, I'm about 11 weeks out, so this isn't very low. And the disparity with the carbs over here isn't that much higher. We're going 230 grams on a low day to 300 grams on a high day. Well, on these low days, I'm not, like I said, getting as much carbs as my body ideally wants. And I highlighted all these kind of negatives that come with being in a caloric deficit. Well, when we go and introduce a high carb day, what we do is we keep protein about the same always. That's consistent throughout a whole contest prep, throughout a whole fat loss phase. We'll lower fats a little bit, but we'll increase the carbohydrates because, well, one, carbohydrates are freaking amazing. Donuts, ice cream, pizza, need I say, I don't need to say anymore. And not only that are we able to eat more of the foods that we like because we have more carbs to play with, but we actually go to increase our mood, spike the metabolism potentially, and replenish that glycogen in the muscle. Replenish that, preferred source of energy when we are training in the gym. And what that does is it allows us to get better workouts the day of a refeed day, a higher carb day, and the subsequent day, or even days. And not only that, but it kind of gives our body a reboot. And dare I say, it almost tricks our body into thinking that we are getting more nourishment than we actually are. Now, ideally, with a low carb day and a high carb day, the calories do stay about the same. As you can see, the calories aren't that much different. But what it does is it kind of keeps our body guessing. Our body gets used to having a certain amount of carbs, but then, whoa, There's a day where we have 100 grams of carbs more, or 150 grams of carbs more. Some competitors will do 200-300 grams of carbs more. What is that telling your body? Well, that's telling your body, hey dude, you're getting nourishment. You're getting more nourishment than you have in the past. You've been slowing down your metabolism, you've been conserving, because we eat in a caloric deficit, we're actually telling our bodies that we're dying. It's crazy. That's the stress response cortisol can raise. We go into fight or flight potentially because our bodies want to stay alive. We want to protect ourselves. And when we go to increase carbohydrates, we're basically telling our body, hey, you're getting more nourishment, you're getting more food, you're getting more of what you want, carbohydrates. Therefore, we don't have to be in the survival fight or flight mode. And there is some research that shows having 2 consecutive high carb days is better for hormonal purposes, overall energy purposes, than just having 1 refeed day. So a standard protocol, high, low carb day, carb cycling protocol would be 5 low days and 2 high days. However, I've seen it be broken up very differently. I've seen 3 low carb days and 1 high day, and then kind of just repeating that cycle. I've seen only having 1 high carb day per week.
Mike's not messing around right now.
This is how we warm up.
Oh, baby.
You gotta get the system going.
Oh, baby. That's good. Is that me? No, that's all you, right?
I think so.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
help
baby.
yourself, man.
Woo! Meal is 90% complete. How you feeling?
I feel fantastic.
Feeling fantastic.
Save the best
Still
for last.
trucking. Oh,
Salmon and unagi. This is the
what is that?
unagi is eel.
Eel.
You ever watch Friends? Remember Ross? Unagi.
Yeah.
Shout out to anybody watching Friends.
we got some complete macros right here. We've got some protein, we've got fats with the salmon, protein and fats. You can actually see the separation, which is pretty baffling. Isn't that cool? And then you obviously have the carbohydrates under there, the rice. And then I'm working with a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of spicy tuna action. Got some jalapeno on the top. And I kept it a little bit PG because 230 carbs is a decent amount of carbs, but it doesn't go so far. So, but I'm full. I filled up on miso soup. I got 2 miso soups, as you guys can see. We got a green tea. I'd say it was a success. Ray's being a little baby because he doesn't eat any sushi.
Hey, I did have the 2.
But he stays crazy lean. He had 2 pieces of chicken.
I did. 2 big pieces of chicken.
I hope this shed light on carb cycling for you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. You can of course go ahead and message me on Instagram if you have any additional questions. This is a great thing to implement. And not only that, but it kind of gives you something to look forward to. I intentionally position my high carb days on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays, because those days are correlated with what? Going out, having more social events, doing social things, and with that obviously comes with eating food. Eating good food, going out to eat with friends and whatnot, so why not have more calories, more carbs to play with on the weekends? So, hope you guys found this video helpful. We're gonna lock it out, finish it out. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.
Damn this temptation.